Right, I want to watch this. I know this is like not really drama centric and stuff, but I did want to talk about this because I know some people in chat are gamers like me, and I want to talk about the worst. Well, I want to watch and commentate on the worst shotgun in video game history, which is the Doom 3 shotgun. I will try to break down during this video how god awful this shotgun is. It is the worst gun in any video game. The YouTube drama turned on you. They think you're a rightoid now. No, I said at the start of the stream, like, I'm not. And I gave reasons why I'm not. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've gone against subreddits before, and there's just no point. It's always an echo chamber. It's always an echo chamber. Subreddits will always be an echo chamber defending you, or there'll be an echo chamber against you. And you can't, like, you interjecting yourself does not help. It really doesn't help. But anyways, Doom 3 shotgun.
The Doom 3 shotgun, the most infamous and hated weapon in the...
Oh, thank you, Luigi Bean, for the 20. I got engaged. Oh, boast. I wanted to say thank you for being a part of my early teens. You've made me and my brother burst out in laughter on school nights from your videos. Just wanted to say thank you. That's sick, man. Congrats on being engaged. That's really good to hear, man. I'm happy for you. Thank you for the 20.
Entire game, and for a good reason. I've heard so many complaints about this weapon over the years.
Its main problem is that you have to be directly up against their midsection for the shotgun to do.
Also, I do want to do a video on Doom 3 at some point. I think Doom 3 is a really good game and it gets way too much hate. I actually think Doom 3 might be my personal favorite Doom. I could so easily boot up Doom 3 now and play it as opposed to Doom Eternal or Doom 2016. Because of how I just prefer slower paced games because I'm 27 years old. I'm an old man. I'm a boomer. I just prefer this game. Like, this game got way too much hate when it came out. And I'm not even doing the Dark Souls 2 contrarian thing where it's like, oh, it's good now. Like, Doom 3 was always good. It was always good. I played the BFG edition on Xbox 360 where you had like the... Because one of the biggest criticisms Doom 3 got was your flashlight. You had to equip your flashlight. So you could only have your flashlight and a pistol, and that's it. And if you wanted to use a shotgun, you had to put the flashlight away. And the game was so dark. But then in the BFG edition, they just gave you a shoulder-mounted flashlight. So it just solved, like, all the problems. I know purists will be like, oh, that ruined the game. But it's like, no, I would actually rather play through the whole game with all the guns you get as opposed to just the pistol trying to headshot everything.
Its thing. And even then, sometimes the spread is so awful that several pellets...
But yeah, imagine how close quarters this entire game is. 90% of the enemies are either hit scan or they're melee-based. So you need to be able to make sure you get every single shot in. I really hope he shows in this video how god-awful the spread is on the shotgun. Because the thing is, shotguns in real life are really, really accurate. And I'm not talking about slug rounds or anything. They're just genuinely very accurate. But in video games, to make sure that they're not overpowered, they purposely nerf them. So people's perceptions on shotguns, because they only really experience them through video games, is really warped now. Where they think that shotguns have this mad spread, but they don't. But Doom is an example where the spread is just like so comedically bad. Like it would not be a functional weapon ever.
Still miss your target.
The Doom 3 shotgun is a travesty. I didn't think id was capable of making a weapon so bad.
I really like Civi. He's a really good... I don't watch a lot of YouTube anymore. I feel like when you're so like covering YouTube all the time, the last thing you want to do in your spare time is watch more YouTube. But I do still try to watch like every Civi video. I really like his videos. And also I got him to do a cameo in Cruelty Squad, which is really nice of him.
Shotgun.
It feels like these bullets are actually trying to...
This guy just copies me. Okay, he doesn't. But Black Joshy is also a good YouTuber. I did watch his video on Doom 3.
Miss these demons. I'm sure if you were to shove this thing up someone's arse, its accuracy is so shit that you'd still end up missing the...
I mean, you are missing every shot there. Come on.
I'm sure if you were to shove this thing up someone's arse, its accuracy is so...
Like, there you missed. There you missed. You get no pity points there.
You still end up missing...
You missed there as well. Like, come on, bro. I love your content. Show an example of a shot connecting and it not doing any damage.
The target.
Wait, he didn't even... Okay, you know what? Nah, I think he's right. The shotgun is busted.
Shotgun in Doom 3 is almost exclusively a close-range weapon. It works best if you're literally touching the enemy that you're shooting at. The further...
It could actually be the worst gun in all of video games. And I'm saying that this thing is probably worse than the starter pistol in Doom 2016. And that is saying something.
The way you are, the less accurate the weapon is. Even though that's a common property that shotguns in all games share, Doom 3 takes this to the absolute extreme. If you take as little as 2 or 3 steps back from the enemy...
Is Mystical still gifting? He might be. He might be. I just kind of like don't... I say thank you for the gifted, but I don't make like a big song and dance because I found out he was like paying like 5% of what he's meant to actually pay. We're dropping a video on that tonight, by the way, on the whole YouTube member scam and stuff, because the rabbit hole there is actually really deep. It's crazy. Thank you, Ducklux, for joining.
The shotgun will not be able to kill in one shot, but rather at least 2 or most likely
Where's the video? It's not out yet. It'll be out later tonight, I think.
even 3 shots. But by the time you fire 3 shotgun shells, you probably would have been better off just using a different weapon, like the machine gun.
I love that gun so much. The SMG is like one of my favorite guns in video games. I love it so much.
So let's look at the game file.
How do they make an SMG so good and then a shotgun so ass? Like, bro, you had the super shotgun and the pump shotty in the original Doom, and those guns are still so cracked.
And see exactly how the Doom 3 shotgun works. The Doom 3 shotgun fires 13 pellets, each of them with a base damage of 14 points.
Look at that spread. Is that a joke? Look at 11. How does that make it? Like, if schizophrenia was a gun, it would be this. Like, there's not even any consistency.
So, by multiplying
that took up the whole wall panel.
Those 2 numbers, we get the maximum base damage of the shotgun. Which
the only saving grace of the shotgun is Doom, I know, has headshot damage. So if you shoot an enemy in the head, it usually does like 2 times the amount of damage. So you basically need to run up to an enemy's face and shoot them with the shotgun. And if like 4 of the pellets connect, it should be a 1-hit kill.
Which is 182. Now, dealing 182 damage in theory is one thing, but putting this into practice is next to impossible, because the one property of this gun that everyone hates is the spread. The spread of the shotgun is a
Look at that. What is that? It's like the weakest swastika I've seen in my life.
staggering 22 degrees.
It's like if you asked a 10-year-old to draw the swastika and they had no idea what it was.
Which means that if you're shooting at a target that is 5 meters away, the bullet spread will cover a radius of almost 2 meters. So, unless the enemy you're shooting at is a cyber demon, you're definitely gonna miss most of the pellets. The fire rate of the shotgun is 1.3.
Look at that spread! Have you seen a worse spread in your life? It's like Battlefield 3 with frag rounds where they tried nerfing it, so they just made it broken on purpose.
Which means the gun can fire every 1 1/3 of a second.
I swear one of the bullets just went up there. He wasn't even aiming up there. It doesn't make sense.
There's also a weird property when it comes
the Halo assault rifle. No. The Halo assault rifle is like a marksman sniper compared to this garbage.
To reloading the shotgun. And yes, this game does have reloading. Get over it. So instead of putting in all 8 shells individually.
Oh yeah, you load like 2 shells and then sometimes 3. It's I don't know what they were smoking when they made this gun.
Every time you put in a shell, you feed the gun with 2 shells. So during the reload animation, you only see Doomguy put in 4 shells. I assume this was done because the reload time would take too long otherwise.
They knew that they made the worst gun imaginable, and it's like, do we remake it? Nah, just make it reload faster.
However, when you look at the third-person perspective, you can see Doomguy load 5 shells. What's up with that? Many people don't really share the love that I have for the shotgun.
The thing is about the shotgun, if you hit every shot off, it's actually really, really good. But because Doom is such a slowly paced game, like in the first half, I guess, if you're not insta-killing every enemy that you're running up to, it's such a vibe killer. It's crazy.
Doom.
But it can one-hit kill every enemy, but like, it's almost better to aim for the torso than go for the head. Because if you go for the head, most of the pellets will miss. But if you go for the torso, the aim is so bad, some of the pellets will bizarrely connect to the head anyway.
3, and I don't blame them, since the shotgun doesn't really...
You see, like, this is another thing I hate about the gun as well. You don't play the game like a survival horror.
Share the...
Like, he aimed at his chest, but what I noticed when I was playing through it with the shotgun, you almost have to aim down. Almost as if, like, you've got their chest up in your face, and then you're aiming at their groin.
I have for the shotgun in Doom 3, and I don't...
Yeah, it's like you're always aiming down at someone. It's like Rick Grimes with his revolver.
Blame them. Since the shotgun doesn't really work effectively at medium range, focusing on close range targets is the best option to actually get kills. And when it comes to close range, the shotgun can be absolutely devastating, and it's one of the most important weapons in the game, as well as in the game speedrun.
I mean, being able to two-tap a Revenant is crazy.
Covers an entire third of the whole any percent speedrun as the most important weapon because it's the only weapon that can one-shot enemies at close range and get them out of the way of the player.
It's actually like... I can't explain the gun, man, because it's such a good gun, but it's just also awful. It's so inconsistent. It is actually like rolling a dice. That's why whenever I play, I just use the SMG because it's like consistently decent. But the shotgun can like be so much better, but it can also be so much worse.
Player effectively. So now it's time to see the shotgun.
Also, really unpopular opinion coming here that a lot of people are going to hate me for. You know, Fear, First Encounter Assault Recon, the game with the spooky girl. I think the shotgun in Fear is awful. I know I'm going to get lynched for that. I think it's an awful gun. I think the feedback on it is just ass. I think the sound effects for it suck. I just think it's not a good gun at all. Everyone is saying it's bad. I mean, I'll show you. It's not a good gun. I'm sorry. It's not a good gun. The feedback on it and stuff is just awful. Okay, he only one-tapped that guy, by the way, because if you shoot an enemy that doesn't know where you are in Fear, it's an instant kill no matter what. So that does not even count. That does not even count. I'll be honest, bro. Like, firing that thing in slow-mo is the worst experience you'll ever have in your life. Just having to slowly watch the gun get pumped. Like, it's not a cope. It's not a cope. Okay, wait. Did they buff the shotgun? Wait, it might actually be good now. It might actually be good. I just remember it being the most god-awful gun in history. I know it's accurate. It's actually accurate to a realistic shotgun. Like, the spread is very small. Dude, like, why is he popping off kills with that? I can never do that with the shotgun. Like, I play on extreme difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty, but I don't think that makes enemies stronger. That just makes you weaker. I just remember, like, going against the big guys that have the penetrator gun with the big shoulder plates, and it just took, like, 20 rounds to kill them. Oh yeah, the red mist is kind of funny. Okay, I retract my statement. I still don't like the sound of the shotgun, but to be fair, all the guns in Fear sound kind of ass.
I'm late on this, but don't worry, Pyro. I don't think you are a right-wing grifter. But saying you're a femboy and furry doesn't help your case. Also, thoughts on Dead Rising Remaster, and do you plan on making a vid on it? But saying you're a...
The Dead Rising Remaster? Yeah, I do want to do that. When does it come out? I never said I was a femboy. I just said I dressed up as a woman.
Gun in action. Let's see all the enemies that can be killed by firing only one shot.
I like how in Doom 3 they introduced like the first female character just to get her killed, just to show that Lost Souls are an enemy. There's like this woman and her head just falls off. Those actually terrified me as a kid. I don't know why I was so scared of spiders. There's so many enemies in that game that they had were just so bizarre. It's like, yeah, let's just have a kid that's half a bug. No, they're killing Barry FC from the pub. I like how he's shooting him in the head and then his brain falls out. Just makes zero sense. Yeah, the shotgun is actually pretty OP, but I swear you need to learn how to use it properly.
In defense, if you die only doing a reload animation 4 times, you can do what is called a twin load, where you load 2 shells at once.
How do you do a twin load? You put like you put them in your index finger or something?
System overload. Communications shut down.
Those shield guys are awful. Actually, you know what? I actually think I know a weapon that's worse in Doom 3 than the shotgun. I think it's the grenade. The grenades in Doom are actually awful. Because most rooms that you go into in Doom, enemies spawn in as soon as you enter the room. So grenades are just kind of pointless. Unless you're like backing out and throwing grenades, but then usually the door will shut anyway. I like how it makes the shotgun look competent, but this is like after 30,000 hours of experience. I think it sucks as well, like, the most optimal way to play Doom 3 is also the most boring. Because you really are just doing the pushing with the shotgun, sprinting, backing up, pushing, backing up. It's weird, like, if you replace... It's almost like he's playing Condemned, right? Like, if you replace that shotgun with, like, a spade or a shovel or something, or, like, whatever weapon you'd use in Condemned Criminal Origins, he's playing it like a melee combat game. Those guys suck. The ones with the miniguns are even worse.
You can even kill some of the stronger demons in one shot, like the Revenant. Even though Revenants have 272 health, which is far off from the 182 max base damage of the shotgun, it's still possible to kill them, but only if enough pellet hits are headshots.
Did he just duck a rocket? This is why I stopped playing Doom 3. Too many sweats.
The same applies for the Sawyer zombie. Every monster in Doom 3 has a headshot multiplier, and most enemies take double the damage when shot in the head, so in
You can headshot with the BFG? Okay, that's just broken.
theory, if you could headshot a monster with all 13 pellets, and if that monster's headshot multiplier was 2, like the Revenant, you could potentially deal 364 damage, which is a lot of damage for a single shotgun shot. But if the shotgun can deal 364 damage, how come the list of enemies you can kill instantly is not bigger? Well, 2 reasons. The first reason is the headshot multiplier. For example, Pinkies have 220 health, but their headshot multiplier is 1, so you can only deal the max base damage of 182 to them. Same goes for Cacodemons with their 200 HP. The second reason is the spread. For example, chain gunners can be killed by a single shot.
The Cacodemon design in Doom 3 is so awful. I really don't like it. I think it looks so much better in Doom. Did you notice as well that I thought was cool? In Doom 2016, they did like unique takes on the enemies, but then in Doom Eternal, they tried to make all the enemies look like how they did in Doom 1. Like, they gave the zombies green hair and stuff again. I thought that was cool.
Shot in theory. Putting this into practice, however, is very difficult and just barely possible. Since they don't have a melee attack, they never really lean forwards like some other demons do. Your only option if you want to one-shot them is to take advantage of when they duck down to shoot.
That has to be the most aid enemy in all of video games, by the way, that chain gunner. Because he shoots you, it's hit scan, it does continuous damage, and it pushes you backwards as it's shooting you.
But, given that you'll be under fire and taking damage the whole time, I suggest not even bothering.
I mean, look at his health. What was his health
Given
there?
that
His health was 90, his shield was 112.
you'll be under fire and taking damage the whole time, I suggest not even.
Like, he basically nearly died. And that All those shots went right through his armor, by the way. He's still on 95 armor.
Bothering with this. There are much easier ways to kill them, but that's a topic for another time. Moving on.
Okay, you can get headshots with the rocket. I keep thinking it's ballistics, but like, yeah, you can just do like anything, and as long as it hits the head.
To stronger enemies. The Archviles are simply too healthy to get killed instantly. Their headshot multiplier is 2 as well, but they are just too tanky with their 425 health. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the shotgun is a huge part of speedrunning Doom 3, especially in the early game. Throughout my 54-minute any % run of the game, I kill 102 enemies.
Oh my god, little side note here. I bought cases of this water. It's called Vichy Catalan, and it has like, it tastes like I'm drinking seawater, but it tastes really nice. Apparently it's got like an insane amount of salt in it, like minerals. Wait a minute. Yeah, look at these. Look at the mineral contents here on the back. Hang on. You probably can't even read that. It's like, it's got 2081 sodium. Whatever that means. Alcoholic Sweden. It's literally sparkling water.
Enemies with the shotgun.
It does taste like salt water though, like it's actually really salty water.
Unfortunately, I don't have any flashy Revenant one-shots in my single segment speedrun.
What is the vodka?
Since the shotgun is just not that reliable. There are always alternative, safer strategies, even if they take an extra second or two. However, in segmented speedruns, it is a different story. Take a look at this section.
It's all that your mum drinks. Your mum sounds kind of base to me.
From Kibbo's nightmare speedrun of the game. This is quite a ridiculous sequence of Revenant one-shots that you cannot count on for single segment speedruns. But it's amazing to see how crazy things can be pulled off in runs like this. And there you go, that's how the infamous Doom 3 shotgun works. But wait, isn't there another, stronger shotgun in Doom 3?
Yeah, I was gonna say, the double-barreled shotgun.
I think I remember seeing something along the lines of the double-barrel shotgun from Resurrection of Evil unsurprisingly works very similarly to its parent gun. There are a few differences though. The double-barrel deals 16 damage with each pellet, compared to the shotgun's 14. The number of pellets fired is also bigger, with 20 instead of 13. The spread is actually smaller, but only vertically. The horizontal spread is the same, at 22 degrees, but the vertical spread has been reduced to 15 degrees. The double barrel can fire once before reloading, and the reload time is 2.
That's so overkill, man. You're using it on like the first enemies in the game. Like they never stood a chance.
2 seconds. Now, the double barrel fires 2 shells at once, so it consumes double the ammo, but despite that, it is disgustingly powerful. Honestly, I think it's even overpowered. It was first introduced in the Resurrection of Evil expansion, which already gave you the extremely powerful artifact. Both of those weapons make the expansion piss easy, since now you could just blast everything with a shotgun from mid-range consistently. It's even easier on Nightmare difficulty, since the artifact gives you all 3 power-ups from the start, including slow motion, Berserk, and
I had like an itch on the side of my head. I looked back and I actually thought that was a pair of tatas. So what's he punching that woman for, man? That's messed up.
and invulnerability.
Oh yeah, they had like a gravity gun in Doom as well, which is really bizarre. That might have came out before the gravity gun in Half-Life 2. Maybe. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. They stole it. They stole it. They stole it from Valve.
That you would normally have to get one by defeating the 3 health.
Turn it off. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off. It's really not that. It's getting very unfunny very quickly. Okay, we're done.
hunters as you progress through the game. Context aside, let's look at all the enemies that can die from one shot of the double barrel shotgun. The list obviously includes all the enemies that the regular shotgun can kill, so let's just add the extras. The first one is the Pinky. The maximum base damage the double barrel can deal is 320, which is enough to overkill a Pinky by 100 points. Then we have the Cacodemon, who is an easy kill with his 200 HP. The annoying chain gunners will also perish from one shot of the double barrel if you can get close enough without getting absolutely wrecked. And then finally, you can one-shot the Archvile with the double barrel if you aim for the head. His headshot multiplier is 2, so technically the most damage you can deal to him.
You see what I mean though? It's not about getting headshots. It's like, it's actual metagaming. You're like waiting for him to lean in during his spawn animation just to one-tap him.
Is 640. Everyone else will always survive, even if all the pellets are headshots. This includes bruisers, Hell Knights, Mancubi, and Vagary. And that is it for this video pretty much. The only other thing I can mention is that if you use the Berserk power-up with
the Hell Knights were terrifying. Yeah, their intro is really, really good as well.
Double barrel shotgun, you can basically one-shot everything, so there's no need to get into any damage calculations for that. Thank you for watching. I always have fun creating Doom 3 content, and I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I do making it. I will create some more Doom 3 focused videos, but they won't all be analysis videos, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, that was a good video. I like that channel. I don't know, I just started going down like a rabbit hole for Doom 3. I just thought it was really interesting.